Orchard Park, New York. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're off and running from Western New York. And what a horrendous start to this game. He can't keep the opening kick in bounds. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Connects with Cook. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw now, Allen. This is complete to Dawson Knox. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Allen on 3rd down. Rolling left, buying some time. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he turns a little room to work into a gain down to the 9. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Looking, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
Pressure coming, it's Allen. This throw is caught. And not much doing, he stopped quickly. So some time to maybe We're back for the 2nd quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They're looking at 4th down, but inside field goal range, so they could get 3 here. He's got it to his running back. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal. Cook can't push it across. They make the stand, and it looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills get the game's first points here in the 2nd. Dalton Kincaid with a touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for Brock as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. Take away that big tight end.
Bass now to kick this away. Khalif Raymond to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Running it with David Montgomery. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the 28. Wright reels it in. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Highmark. The Lions with a long ways to go for a score. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Montgomery gets it from the gun. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. He finds it beyond the marker. That'll be the 1st and more. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap here to go. Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. From the gun, Goff. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills get the football on the first turnover of the contest. And just like that, a really good drive is taken away with INT.
Sure was a lot of promise on that series, right? That's a small silver lining for them at the very least, but probably won't be much comfort now. And it's going to feel even worse when this quarterback watches the tape tomorrow.
1st down throw for Allen. The screen pass falls incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And now they face 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd and 10 now. That finds his man. It's Keon Coleman. And he'll get it up to the 44. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Allen looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Allen gonna throw again. He's on the move. He's keeping it. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day, and he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
Allen on 3rd and 2. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he's going to run for it. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Throwing it just before halftime. Flush down now to his left. He's keeping it again. Throwing for the end zone. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. Ifatu Melifonwu with the INT. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Keyword, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Greg Reynolds to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That's incomplete left side.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
To throw again here, 2nd and 10. It's gone. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Taron Johnson has it. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. You want to know how strong the coverage was there? And they even had that underneath throw locked down, Brock, and he took it the other way.
It's really, really hard to find a better rep than that one in coverage. You're so spot on. Covered it down the field. Usually a gimme to the running back. The only thing was a gimme 6.
That one right down the middle. And the Bills double their lead to 14. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Reynolds with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun. Gone. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable. and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And that one's unsuccessful.
Well, that throw came pretty clean out of his hand. Just looked like it didn't get through the defense clean enough. Somebody tips it away and saves a potential completion.
Third down run by Gibbs. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. Offense in the hurry up here. First down throw from Goff. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. And that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here. It's Montgomery on third. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that gives the Lions the first. This time it's a passing play. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. And that play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Forced out to his right. Throw complete to Williams. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. We'll see them tackle second and goal after the break. It's Lions ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. So from the 3, here's second and goal. A tight end in motion now. Once more, it's Montgomery. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They'll run in with Montgomery. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Lions now within 1 score in the 4th. David Montgomery with the touchdown. And now the Lions lining up for a very important 2-point try. He's throwing for it. And he reaches the end zone, so the 2-point conversion will cut the lead down to 6. All right, Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for 2.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a 2-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get 2.
And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Allen. Getting out to his left. He's going to keep it this bouncing football. Going the other way. Lions have it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
There are so many fundamental details play the quarterback position, especially in the pocket. But you get loose, you make a nice little run, you get in the open field, you gotta have the fundamentals to tuck that ball away. QB doesn't.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Taron Johnson has it. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble, and the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
First and 10. Here's Allen. Cook calls it in. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And the Lions into a nickel set for third down. Another one for Cook. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down. Again, it's Cook. And he stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46. Looks like a gain of around 7. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Second and 3 now. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third and a lone yard coming up. This is Cook. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. On the ground, first run for Ray Davis. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. First down, and they go right back to him. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their third. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Running left is Davis. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. And the whistles go off, so we got a timeout. 9 seconds left in the game. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And this is into the end zone, but incomplete. It was a win no matter what. They decided, hey, let's try for another touchdown to knee it out. Either way, this one's over. So it's the Bills who come away with the win. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Rock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
Okay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, Every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.